Okay, my bad, my bad. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to so I know exactly how I want it to be. So these women. Okay, if we gonna get deep, then let's if we gonna get deep, then let's go and sit. These women, they say that they want a real man. I got twice the equipment and four times the cash. She thinks that I need her. Reach deep in my bag. Then she buy that. Then she buy that good shit that I already had. And then this deep voice enters. Like, we did it for minutes. She gushed like a bath. When we make a diver, when we make a geyser, we go in the back. Bitch, be a deep diver. She reach deep in her bag. Okay, bitch, be a deep diver. She reach far in her bag. Okay, okay. She reached deep. She reached deep in her bag. I want to say that, but it doesn't flow right. Man, the women in this movie, bro, like it bugs me that people say Holly Berry looks good. Like she ain't got nothing. She ain't got no nothing in the back, nothing in the front, nothing in her brain. Like what are these niggas saying, bro? Like just sit down, bro. Like I don't know what like the vision that you're seeing, bro. But it's not real, bro. It's all fabricated. Like get a life, bro. Get a life. Stop watching. Stop watching. Adult movies, bro. Just go get a job. Yeah, bro. But yeah, bro. Anyways, I mean I'm gonna keep going, but these women, they say that they want a real man. I got twice the equipment and four times the cash. She thinks I need her. Reach deep in my bag. Then she buy that good shit that I already had. We did it for minutes. She goes like a bath. We when we make a guy that when we make a geyser, we go in the back. Bitch be deep in the river. She flow like a bat. She be a deep diver. Reach far in her back. She be a deep diver. She reach deep in her back. Okay, deep in her. Okay, I can't say that. Okay, okay. We did it for a minute. She goes like a bath. We make it. We a steam geyser. I mean, sure, steam geyser. That. I mean, it's nicer. That's crazy. That's crazy. D.L. Hewley said, "I wish you were my. I'm sitting with you, but what's on my mind is I wish you were my wife." And I'm like, what's on my mind is my wife at home, thinking that. But then she says that'll be $50. Bro, what I'm saying in this song is based off this movie, so you can see the inspiration, bro. Like it's all here. Like I dropped crazy lore. Let me go back a minute, okay? This is for my brown butter album. We where it's just explicit content. Like it's gonna say explicit content like the NWA, did it back in the day. It's gonna be just like that. Cause you do not want to listen to this, bro. Not with anyone around, bro. Yeah, bro. It's gonna be controversial, bro. Split up the friend group, bro. Anyways, oh yeah, yeah. A car is just a big old toy with wheels. Okay. A car is just a big old toy with wheels. Should I feel smoother over, bend it covered and go over. I'm a rover sky. I want like sky. The helicopters. It's the name for helicopters. I'm a rover sky sky owner. I mean, like Michael Jackson. I mean, not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan. He owns the sky. He literally jumps so high that, yeah. Anyways, like my ideas just come like whatever. They just come in. Anyways, I'm a rover. Bend, bend over. I don't want to say. My mom told me to never tell. Get those words out of your mouth. Never say that again. This one time I said, "Take all my money." I haven't said that like to anyone since, like not even in a funny way, because like when you want to go all in on a bet, that's not good. Like saying take all my money, like I'm giving you I'm gonna have nothing and I'm happy with that. It's like a slave saying, like on a plantation saying take all my cotton, like take all my cotton, master. After they pick the cotton, you know, yeah, it only grew in the South. Anyways, that don't matter. Ignore that. Anyways, we back. Okay, with the music. I went back to the start of the song. Um, and then spinoffs. But I mean, I just made that. I just made because I was quoting her, and I just wrote down the quote. A car is just a big old toy with A car is just a big old toy with wheels. Should I feel smoother over, bend it covered and go over? I'm a rover, bender, bender over, bend over. My accountant bend over. sounds exactly. Sounds exactly. Sounds exactly like my accountant bend over. I don't want to say. So I was gonna say I'm a rover, bender over and take all my cash. Like don't give people your shit, bro. So I wrote down and take all her cash as if I'm a pimp, but I'm not going to say that because that's wrong. Like you're not gonna steal. Don't steal from people, bro. Like if someone works hard for that stuff, even if they're pimping themselves out, you should if someone works then they should be rewarded for their effort. Like don't do nobody wrong, bro. Because like that, just don't do that, bro. Just don't. Anyways, let's get back into the song. That part that I just said, that was literally just right before the song where I quoted her in the movie, and then I just went with that to make it flow into the song. So let's get back. Let's get into the actual song and like ignore. Actually, no, I need to fix the take all her cash. The reason why I keep going is because I don't want to say take and take all her cash or and give her all my cash. So that forces my brain to just formulate all these different scenarios, and I just keep going, and get it. And I hear the TV, right? I hear the movie, and I see, I see. Let me just say, beauty inspires me, and it can come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. So, anyways, Um, yeah, I've read many novels, short stories, poems, songs, you know, and I write sometimes I write stuff for the ladies, like like icebreaker, like one of if you see Meet Canyon's video about the books, and you see a cucumber. And you can go watch that video, but I've ran stuff like that for the ladies as well. Novels, some short stories. Um, you know, I write all genres. My songs are stories. As you can tell, I'm writing a story right now, but it's not gonna. You're not gonna. You're gonna like. There's so much lore in my songs that you're going to pick it up as you're listening to. The words mean something, and that matters. Um. But yeah, let's get back into it. Let's change that. Okay, so I'm. A big car is just a is just a big old toy with wheels. Should I feel smooth her over, bend it covered and go over? I'm a rover, bend her over. Sounds exactly like my accountant, and his name is just and his name is just bend over, and and I take honestly, and I take the sky. I want to say I'm folding the sky. So like in Chicken Little, I'm folding the sky down. You know, like I mean, the sky is falling. Obviously, the sky is falling, but instead, like a portrait, like a painting, if as if the sky was like the top of a Rolls Royce. I mean, if you've ever seen the inside of a Rolls Royce, like the sky, I mean, the stars. If you've ever been in a Rolls Royce, you get to see this. I mean, someone who wants them to be there, which most people do. You're gonna see the stars, um, star roof. I'm not roof, star interior, um, you know, on top, and like as if that's a painting, and you put your hand up. It's like an illusion, and you grab it, and then it folds down into your hand as you pull it down, and then it deforms as it falls out, and the sky is still black. I mean, well, the sky turns from blue to black because you you made it space. You took out all the oxygen, all everything. The atmosphere is gone, and now it's just space. So the atmosphere. Yeah, I just wrote this part to like to flow better into the actual song. I'll tell you when it gets to it. So it says, a car is just a car is just a big old toy with wheels. Should I feel smooth her over, bend it over, and go over? I'm a rover. Bend her over. It sounds exactly like my accountant, and his name is just like my accountant. Like my accountant. Bend over. I'm a pause. It's gonna be a pause. I was gonna say, and his name is just bend over, to flow better into it. But I'm gonna just pause. Uh, bend it covertly means like you don't see it. Like she's facing forward. I'm in the back. You know. Anyways, like you can interpret. I like to give people freedom of interpretation because when you look at a piece of art, it might just be a single stroke on the page. Literally, I want to make an art piece that sells for millions, like 50, at least 70 million. And it's just a specific shade of green. And it's just a dot, because I pushed it all the way onto the middle of the canvas, and then I slowly go down, but the the I'm taking I'm taking the brush slowly off of it. So it's going from a circle. It's one big circle, and then it goes into like a triangle, and then it goes into a line. And like blood drops, you see dots at the end get smaller and smaller until it's nothing. And you think of space. You think of being alone, being that single dot, being alone. Like there's so much meaning. Like that green dot can tell my whole entire story. Like I've written a Broadway play about my life as well. I do write Broadway plays as well. Um, but that would encapsulate the essence of my being, and you know that could also encapsulate the essence of a lot of other people's being as well. So when I meet a painter, and I rewatch this video to remind myself, I'm going to make exactly that and sell it for 70. It's the starting bid is going to be $70 million, and it's going to appreciate over time because I'm going to be publishing the novels that I'm talking about. I've written like a lot of novels. I've written a lot of it, a lot of poetry, a lot of song. I've written like at least 100 songs just last month in February, bro. Today it's March 14th, 2026, bro. Like it's 11:55, so it's about to hit midnight, but it's still March 14th. I posted like I mean I can't post because like at midnight last night I posted like 7 videos of me trying to do my focus right, but the audio wasn't picking up. But then I talked to a pro who has a master's degree in physics, math, and audio d- design and engineering. So he has all these skills, and he knows all music theory. He's a genius, and this is my mentor for music. So you're gonna hear a lot of amazing songs like this. What I'm doing right here, bro, this is nothing. Like it's like I'm just literally just writing like as I go. So I mean, you guys get to see my process, So I'm having fun. I always have fun with myself. I usually laugh at the lyrics that come to mind, and like I like so sometimes I play my songs back just to laugh or like just because like I just wanted to sound smooth. Oh, well, and just go and just go. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, it creates certain vibes for me to go back to. Um, literally before this, I was doing my country accent, down south. We don't. I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, I did a country music video. I did Jamaican, like I do accents for songs like. And we go to Jamaica. I mean, like I can replicate the voice of Shaggy. His name's Shaggy. He made the song "Bombastic." I like to do that, but I do that for my song "Desperada." You can check that out like when I drop it. But I gotta get in character like Denzel, bro. He, you know. But the thing is that like I don't want to be Denzel. Denzel, like Kendrick Lamar, you can pass him in the grocery store and not even have a second thought, not even realize it's him, you know. But Denzel, instantly recognizable, doesn't change. He don't change his hair. He don't change nothing. I mean, he is clean, and you can clearly see him, and his aura is just like it would make people Chris, I'm like Chris Tucker, I mean everybody, I treat everybody the same, but yeah, sorry, I was thinking about like Bernie Mac in Kings of Comedy, in the Kings of Comedy. You go check that out. Bernie Mac Kings of Comedy show. And like he's like you got to be strong, because he's more and he's talking about my like you gotta be strong. You gotta be like shit wear you out. He just start shit wear you out. Like sorry, I could and I do a lot of different voices as well. Like for different people, like right there, I was like randomly just on the whim trying to replicate his voice without hearing it, like, because I haven't heard it in a while again. I did hear it today, but before that, I haven't heard it in like a long, long time, bro. Because it just randomly played on the TV. So, um, yeah, Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac, he is, bro. That I made a whole song about bitch, shut up. That's the next part of this, actually. Coincidentally, by the way, coincidentally, I don't set shit up, bro. It just flows. It just flows, bro. Just just fall into my flow, bro. That's what we do around here, bro. you know Sometimes I just fall into my own mind, like inside my head. I like bro, when I'm sleeping, I make songs in my sleep, like I'm on stage and I'm just freestyling, but it's like a whole song, the music's black, like like I have all the beats in my head, all the perfect everything, and like when I'm sleeping, I'm on stage. I got the whole song, like as if it was already mapped out and everything and choreographed. It. Like I'm just doing stuff, bro. But that's gonna be me. Like it's already me. But like while I'm asleep, you know, because I make great songs in my sleep, and sometimes when I'm walking, I'm just jamming, bro. Because I got this crazy song going in my head, and because I don't want to interrupt the flow, like when you put a stick in a river, I don't want to interrupt the flow, so that I can write it down and try to replicate gold and make it fool's gold, and like try to make it hard enough so that people think it's gold. I don't try to be ingenuine, bro. I mean disingenuous. Like I only be genuine, and if it's like sometimes it's too good to not tell you guys about. But my best songs, like you'll never hear because they're in my head, and I'm sleeping. like I'm jamming in my own head while I'm walking, on my walk, or I'm just in my sleep on concert on stage, just performing a whole song because I'm constantly writing, bro. Like I'm an honor student at my college and whatnot. I'm about to get two associates like in August. I already applied for graduation. They said cool. Just pick it up in August. But I do. I still do writing, bro. And like if you want to see some of my Black History assignments, bro, and like have your mind blown, like bro, I put my heart and soul into everything I write, bro. But my mentor, bro, this dude got a master's degree. My music mentor, I got an education mentor and a music mentor. My education mentor, he opens my mind and just allows me to think in such an open way. Just like his name is Zekin. Jean Zekin. I'll say his name. I like I'm trying to say it like in the language that he in the language that his mother would have given it to him, but it's spelled Jiang, Zhang, and his last name is Xueqin. Jean Zekin. That's, I mean, that's the closest. That's what comes to mind when I see that spelling and like put together. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying. Maybe I'm just in my head subconsciously trying to make it flow better. But that's just how it flows to me. That's what his name. Like that's what I see when I see those letters put together, bro. Jean Zekin, bro, and it's a fire name. And like you know it's a fire name, like bro, like I mean that's what I think. When I see an X, instantly like it translates to a Z, you know but yeah, anyways, that I like to watch his videos too, so I like to follow his class while I'm doing my classes on the honor roll at my college, while I'm also writing poetry, novels, Broadway plays, songs, short stories, and all this other stuff, but I can't get published because I don't know the process. Whoop de whoop. And I don't have the money, but what's crazy is that this French dude, bro, this guy's awesome. His name is Remy Romero. Like I met him. I told him that I like to freestyle, but like the only thing I can freestyle is, I mean, it's not the only thing I can freestyle, obviously, but the main thing I freestyle that just flows perfectly is soul. It's soul music and R&B, like a mix of the two. I call it soul mixing, bro. And like I hit him with the my smooth silk and lavender. Oh, oh, I mean, the, sorry, he was mixing with the song I just made today, which is like someone to hold, somewhere to go, somewhere to know. Girl, you're my home. And like, you know, that was literally nothing like this song. Like because I didn't see that, like that was freestyle inspired by the song that I made. Like I can share it with you right now. But let's get back to the subject. Let's get back to the original song we were doing. That other song that I was talking about is called cold Out in the Cold. It's called Out in the Cold. You can see it on my channel, Swung the Plug in shorts. It's called Out in the Cold. But like I freestyled, I mean I create a lot of spin-offs. Like there's so many spin-offs in the universes of my songs. Like bro, like 2027 Year of the Goat Throat has so many spin-offs that I just called it an album. and this album of like 20 songs like is gonna be called Brown Butter, and this is part of that album. So let's get back into it, y'all. Let's get back into it. A car is just a big old a car is just a big old toy with wheels. Should I feel should I feel smoother over, bend it covered and go over. I'm a rover, bend her over. Sounds exactly like my accountant. Bend over and just and I just take the atmosphere. I'm improvising. I'm not like instead of improvising it out loud, I'm improvising it on paper because in my head to write down what's in my head is much like to give that's genuine. Is genuine and honest, just like me freestyling out loud. But like if I can't just write like as the words come to my mind, like it's not gonna be the it's not gonna be ingenuine. When I say ingenuine, I mean soulful. It's not gonna be golden, you know? Yeah, bro. I give a lot of people names and I actually, I wanted to I have names lined up for like people who want to join my crew. I'm not gonna share them right now because people gonna take the names. But when so at my school, there's a whole DJ club, bro. They're funded by the school, so they're like, "Yo, come over." I met this girl named Sylvie, bro. She goes by uh, oh yeah, she goes by Psycho. She goes by the name Psycho, but like that, like I was like that kind of makes you look like a crazy person or something. Like, but I didn't even rationalize it. I just call her Claire, and I wrote a song about her. Um, it's gonna be. I mean, you can see my Instagram. It's in my Instagram. You can in y- but I wrote her the lyrics and everything. Like I can share that another time, but it's gonna go into my LOL album. It's my Lots of Love album, my LOL album. Um, and yeah, bro. To all the people who want to steal the names that I call my albums, that I call my songs, all my lyrics. I just I guess I want to say that I want to say thank you, not thank you as in like take all my money because fuck that. I'm saying thank you because that means that you were inspired by me, and that's what that's why I want it. Like I make music for that I want to listen to, and if you want to listen to it so bad that you remake it with your own voice and it's like 20 times better, I'm gonna probably listen to it too. So we sharing the love out here, bro. And yo, I actually did a post, an Instagram post, saying to all my hackers out there, bro, I have about 20 songs in my Google search history that I wrote, and I said if you can hack into my search history, you can go find those songs, and like I was, it's almost like a challenge, but I tell them, don't do anything that's gonna get you like locked up for life, just like followed by the FBI. Don't do no like crazy stuff like steal bank information and stuff, bro. Like that's lame. You know what I mean? Like my bank account says zero right now, bro. But I already know. Like Like you can't put a value on my work. You can't put you can't weigh my worth, bro. Like bro, I break the scale. Like I don't even give a fuck. In my bank account obviously is not zero right now, but you're not gonna. But I'm still a broke college student, you know, and I've been a tutor for years, tutoring math, science. I mean, I love chemistry, bro. Math, chemistry, biology, sociology. I mean, I study the human body. I study sociology. I study human behavior. I study, responses, interrogation tactics. Like I've studied everything, by the way, and I even made dissertations of laws that needs to be changed, and how exactly to change them. And like it pisses me off when I see like I got this email. One sec, I want to say who it is, and I'm like she paid off a data company to steal my email, right? Her name is Kate Sanchez, and I got pissed off because it says Californians are paying the price at the pump, and I'm like, if you paid someone to take my email and send that to me, then fuck you, because you're invading my privacy. First of all, you're asking someone who got my email, like Amazon or something, like, hey, like, because Amazon is now asking for your photo ID. They're just getting more information from you, bro. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just like, I try to stick to the facts, but like if someone is literally saying you need to give me your card information, your email, and that's all you need to pay for this product, and then a few years later they say now you have to verify if you want to relog back into your password, your account, you need to verify your CVC, the last three digits on the back of your card, just so that we know that you just so that we know your card, like everything about your card, so just in case we might want to use it later on, or like give it to someone else, sell it on the dark web, and then a few years later, now in the age of AI, they're just like, hmm, now I want a picture of yourself, look left and right, and I also want a picture of the front and back of your ID. Like bro, they can make passports from that. They can make you look fraudulent. They can do so much with that, bro, and it's pissing me off, bro. It's like they're doing it in your face, and they're just like, fuck you, like, to your face, without actually saying the word, so you don't catch on, and it's just like fucked up. But then the people who we vote in power, or who want to take power, Assemblywoman Kate Sanchez says Californians are paying the price at the pump. We need to do something. What the fuck are you gonna do? We're in the middle of a fucking war with Iran, and the no one. I don't give a fuck about Trump, bro. The gas prices aren't going up just cause he's the president. It's because they bombed, like, we're going on the petrodollar, which is based off of oil. And if they're bombing all the oil countries, then all the millionaires are leaving that. It is bankrupting the oil countries and making the price, the economics. If you take economics and stuff, is making the price of the dollar, the U.S. dollar, the petrodollar based on oil, go down because they're bombing oil places. Like, use your brain. You can't do fucking thing about that, bro. Like like it pisses me off that people are like, I'm going based on campaign promise that like, people will understand. As if I'm blind, bro. Like I went to Costco. Shit's $5, $5 a gallon, and like literally the price went up like 30 cents, from like 437, like just in a day, just in like literally, bro. It's like the gas prices have been going up anyways, and like everything else, like real estate, like everything is like everything's becoming like out of young people's reach to pay for. So young people probably won't be able to pay for anything or get anywhere in life, because companies don't want to hire people with degrees. They want to hire lackeys that look up to them and that they can control. You know, my mentor, my music mentor, who has master's degrees, he can't get a good job. Like they won't hire him because he's overqualified. And like, bro, and like a lot of people experience, because he has so much experience and so much knowledge on everything. You know, he says something is not that's not working, and they're like, I think it's working. His boss, I think it's working, and he's like, it's not even plugged in. And he's like, but I think it's still working. I think Bluetooth is a thing, but it's a plug-in device. You and the plug is right there, and like, if you literally test the audio, like, bro, he knows so much about like electronics and sound design, but you don't need a degree to know that shit's not plugged in. And like people, like these people, I don't say these people in terms of like, you know, a race or a group of people. I'm saying most companies and bosses aren't doing anything. Did you know that the um the amount, so in universities, right? The amount of administrators is going up. I mean, yeah, the amount of administrators like deans are going up, while the amount of teachers, they keep them, they regulate that. And also the pay of teachers has been like doing this a little bit, just maybe going down a little bit, but it's not moving much, right? So people say teachers aren't getting paid enough, and it depends on how good you are as a teacher. But take your worth and show it to other people, like Jean Zekin, bro. He can get donations from millionaires because he's teaching their kids, bro. Like if you're actually like that, then do that shit, bro. Do it for no money. If you're gonna do it for no money, then people are gonna pay you anyways, bro. Like with music, I don't give a fuck. Even though I'm broke, like I'm doing it because I love. Like it's so I do everything. In Corinthians, let all that you do be done in love, and that's what I do. So it's just it's all love when it comes to everything I do. Um, but yeah. Now I think of Kendrick Lamar saying Instagram likes and digital hugs, Like, bro, these fake ballers they just wanna wear chains, But they really chain down, in trying to wear their wealth on their necks. They can't create generational wealth like that, bro. It's just like they're bankrupting themselves and they don't even know it. Like one hit wonder. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be like YG. YG just dropped a song like yesterday, like 2 days ago. It's called. Let me see exactly what it's called, bro. Like what happened was I saw it and I was like, yo, like I thought it was an old song because it's black and white, exactly like a song he made exactly 3 years ago, which I won't name. But YG just dropped a song, and the song's name is. Oh yeah, by the way, YG just like got an Instagram, by the way, and I actually messaged him on Instagram and was like, "Yo, like if you want to collab, we cool." Because I make music just like this song is just the songs in my brown butter album are kind of just they're kind of exactly like his songs. They're actually based off his voice, and like it's based on RJ Blammer and YG Naka. The artist and the song. Those two voices. I like to I combine them, and I try. I like That's my flow. You know what I mean? And that's how I flow my songs. You know you know I have the beats in mind and like the conversions and the changes, the transitions. I have all of it in mind, but that was just a replication of Naka, but by YG. Like but like the beats for my songs are similar, but they're unique and like just like Ice Cube said about the New York um Public Enemy, their music crew, the Bomb Squad. He said Dr. Dre's a master, but this is a gang of mad scientists, bro. And I'm gonna get so good at mixing beats as well as everything else. Get degrees. Being an echocardiographer, be a sonographer. I'm gonna be everything, bro. But when I start mixing beats, I'm gonna be a mad scientist, bro. And I'm gonna surround myself with other mad scientists, and we're gonna be just like the Bomb Squad. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, you know, it's about 12:30, past midnight. So you know, I want to say much love, bro. Much love. And I kind of gotta go because gotta go to church in the morning. You know, I'm just saying, Saturday transition to Sunday. We gotta praise the Lord today, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know. So yeah, have a good night, guys.